JBNN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, 7 people in custody after police seized gun in Kingston East. A gun was seized by the Kingston Eastern Police along Burger Avenue in Wallington Town on Wednesday, April 27. 7 people were taken into custody in connection with the seizure. Reports are that about 11:30 a.m., a team carried out an operation at the mentioned location. 1 shotgun was seized and several lead sheets found. The police said that intelligence received indicates that the gun was hidden at the location by wanted man O'Day Joseph, otherwise called Day Day, a high-ranking member of the Top Burger Gully gang. Investigations continue. Cops make big ganja seizure in Clarendon. The narcotics police have made another major drug bust in Clarendon. Almost 1,800 pounds of ganja with a street value of $10 million was seized on Wednesday in the Portland Bight coastal area. No one was arrested in connection with the find. Information received is that the Marine Police were conducting an operation in the Portland Bight coastal area. It is reported that about 12:30 p.m., the team ventured into an area known as Colon Bay. The area is heavily covered with mangroves, the police said. The team subsequently observed a quantity of white knitted bags hidden among the mangroves. However, upon closer inspection, the police subsequently discovered that the bags contained a number of smaller parcels with vegetable matter resembling ganja. The drugs, which weigh 1,714 pounds, were seized. Police refute reports about alleged ATM vandal. Police Division Superintendent Kenneth Chin yesterday refuted reports that investigators recorded statements from a man who has been held in connection with an explosion at a Scotiabank ATM in Port Antonio last Saturday. It is being reported that the man, who is a security guard, gave the police statements in which he confessed to setting fire to the ATMs and stealing money intended for the ATM over several years. He also allegedly told the police that he stole the money to pay an Obeah whose services he engaged to ensure that he would reconcile with his ex-girlfriend. The man, who was allegedly injured during the explosion, is expected to be slapped with multiple charges. However, Chin said that the police have not published any information relating to the matter. "We have released no such information of such. We will release something official as soon as we type all loose ends. We don't want to put too much out there, and then other persons who we might be seeking end up eluding us, because this is still an active investigation," he said. Chin, however, pointed out that the police have made slight headway into the investigation. "There's one person who is a person of interest in this incident, who is in the police custody. He is just a person of interest at the moment," he added. The police say that about 4 a.m., there was an explosion at the bank, which is located along the commercial strip of Harbour Street in the parish capital. The blast reportedly shattered several glass doors and windows at the facility. The police say that they found a man at the rear of the building in an incinerator suffering from several injuries to the body. The cost of the damage is estimated at $12 million. Tearful cabin sex worker saga retracts claims against cops. The taximan, who is at the center of an alleged case of misconduct and corruption by 3 policemen, broke down in tears on Tuesday and retracted his statements in which he accused the cops of recording him in a compromising position with a male prostitute. The witness's meltdown on the stand resulted in a premature adjournment of the trial, which started on Monday in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. The witness, while being cross-examined, told the court that he had lied about the details that he had given in his 3 statements. It was also heard saying that he was forced to give evidence in the trial and expressed frustration and hurt over the way his life has changed since he got involved in the case. A June 2 resumption date was scheduled, at which time the prosecution is to inform the court whether it will proceed with the trial. Corporal Trevon Small and Constables Jason Harris and Andrew Parchment, who were assigned to the Halfway Tree Police Station, were arrested and charged with misconduct in a public office and breaches of the Corruption Prevention Act in connection with the allegations. The witness, a corporate area taximan, completed his evidence in chief on Monday before Chief Parish Judge Chester Crooks. The court had, however, accepted an application from the prosecution for the cabbie to give his evidence in private. The incident reportedly occurred on the night of July 31, 2019, in a parking lot in New Kingston. The taximan, in his statement, had detailed that on the day in question, about 8 p.m., it was in a St. Andrew community when he was approached by the accused. The policemen reportedly told him that they were aware that he was operating an illegal taxi and questioned what he could do for himself. The taximan claimed that he told the policemen that he would have to continue working to accumulate money, and they left. About 11 p.m., the taximan reportedly got a call from one of the policemen asking him to meet them. He reportedly complied, and the policemen allegedly transported him to a New Kingston parking lot where they demanded that he pay them $50,000. According to the cabbie, who claimed that he did not have that sum, a cop called a gay sex worker who was passing and instructed him to put a condom on the taximan's organ. It is alleged that the policeman recorded the act and ordered the cab driver to pay them or they would release the video. The taximan, in his statement, further claimed that he told them he needed to go home for the money but could only find $3,000. As a result, he said the policeman put him back in the car, but he escaped and reported the matter. The three accused were subsequently arrested and charged, following a ruling from the Director of Public Prosecutions. They, however, denied the allegations and maintained that the cab driver concocted the story after they caught him in a compromising position with the male sex worker. A closed-circuit television recording that was captured on the night of the incident and that was played on Monday in the trial showed the taximan, however, arriving at the location on his own at 4:18 a.m. and the cops pulling up 5 minutes later. Attorney at law Christopher Townsend is representing Small, while Shane Williams is representing Parchment. Harris is being represented by John Jacobs. Fishermen fined $4 for illegal fishing. 2 fishermen were fined $4 in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday for illegal fishing in the Port Royal Fairway last month. The men, John Fang and Paul Sanders, pleaded guilty to fishing in the fairway, which is illegal under the Harbour Rules of 1971. According to court documents, on March 18 at 7:30 a.m., Marine Police patrolling the Port Royal waters observed a red, white and blue 28-foot fiberglass fishing canoe with the men on board. Saunders and Fang were reportedly casting their nets near the cruise ship pier and were cautioned separately for the offence and arrested. While being cautioned, Fang stated, "Officer, beg your chance and me give you some fish." But Saunders appeared more confrontational, saying, "Officer, I go if you go and stop take set pan fisherman and go look for gunman." After hearing the statements, Senior Parish Judge Lorraine Cole Montague advised the men that should have to impose the maximum under Section 14B of the Harbour Rules 1971 fine for breaching the Harbour Act 1874. The act is a very old act. You are fined $4 or 5 days imprisonment. You can probably leave a change for the government, Cole Montague told the men, who could hardly hide their surprise. Saunders, the captain of the vessel, told the court that he had recently been in dialogue with the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA, the Coast Guard, and the Caribbean Maritime Institute to have the laws change, which would allow him fishing in the fairway, but to no avail. The fairway, the channel and the reef, we can't fish there. Where fisherman going to fish then? The same place that them call the fairways is my fishing ground, and me a fish there from 1974 from me 8 years old, and the grounds don't change, he bemoaned. Advising that he should take his concerns to Parliament, Cole Montague said, "I understand your frustration, you know. Let me tell you what is wrong with this country. We don't put our representatives to work. We don't, for example, organize ourselves to say, all right, we're a group of fishermen who are disgruntled. Let us form an organization, let us form a body, and let us lobby, and we can lobby with the MP out there, so as a body we approach NEPA and try to have our voice heard. But because you have been doing something for a long time without being caught, does not make it less criminal," Cole Montague continued. Jamaica reports 150 new COVID cases, 1 death. Jamaica reported 150 new cases of COVID-19 and 1 fatality on Wednesday, according to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This pushed the total number of cases of the virus since the start of the pandemic to 129,862 and the death toll to 2,955. Of the newly reported cases, there were 64 females and 51 males, with ages ranging from 8 months to 90 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 32, St. James 31, St. Catherine 25, Manchester 7, St. Anne 7, Clarendon 5, St. Elizabeth 4, Westmoreland 3, and Hanover 1. Meanwhile, the latest death is an 87-year-old man from Kingston, which was recorded in April 2021. His death was previously reported under investigation. The country also recorded 56 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 83,256. The positivity rate for the latest round of testing was 11.6%. There are 22 people hospitalized. 2 of them critically ill. There are 539 confirmed active cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.